안녕하세요. I'm Park Junghyun. I'm a startup CEO in Korea, and this is a day in my life.
This is Junghyun, a 30-year-old tech startup CEO in Seoul, South Korea. He starts his morning quite early, usually leaving home at around 8. He lives in Seongsu and his office is located in Gangnam on the other side of the river. Like many Korean office workers, he commutes via the subway. So his morning rush hour is from 8 to 9 a.m. when most of the trains are completely full. Junghyun is lucky because he can avoid the rush hour as sometimes he works from home in the morning and goes to the office in the afternoon. He will take this train for about 20 minutes to Yeoksam station. What are you reading?
지금 아이디어 불패 법칙이라는 책을 보고 있습니다.
Do you usually read books during your commute?
유튜브도 많이 보는데 책도 종종 읽어요.
The subways are so crowded at this hour that long lines of people continue out of the station. His office is around 800 meters away from the subway station. To save time, he chooses to take a Tarangi bicycle instead of walking. Tarangi is Seoul's widely used bike-sharing service. At the end of 2022, 1 out of 3 Seoul residents had registered for this service, and on average, around 43,000 people use it for transportation and leisure daily. A daily pass costs 1,000 won, and a monthly pass costs only 5,000 won. That is really cheap. Junghyun's office is in the Maru 360 building, which is a workspace for startups built by the Asan Nanum Foundation.
안녕하세요, 지수. 안녕하세요.
So what is your startup about?
네, 저희 IT 스타트업을 지금 하고 있고요. 사람들이 온라인 강의 같은 거 볼 때 쉽게 기록하고 그런 노트 같은 거 저장할 수 있게 도와주는 슬리드라는 소프트웨어 만들고 있는 회사입니다.
When did you start your company?
저희 코로나 직후에 이제 온라인 수업에 대한 그런 니즈가 높아지면서 시작을 했고 2020년 9월에 이제 창업해서 현재 2년 반째 하고 있습니다. 저희가 매일 오전 10시에 회의를 하는데 그때 이제 저희가 가상 사무실로 쓰는 게 있어요. 게더타운이라고 해가지고 리모트로 일하시는 분들이 있으니까 이렇게 자기 자리에 출근하셔가지고 하는데 매일 10시에 이렇게 저희 캐릭터 보시면 다 모여가지고 오늘 하루 동안 이제 어떤 거 할 건지 그리고 오늘의 어떤 기분 같은 거 이런 거 하는 회의를 합니다. Today I'll be for the team B's. I'll be starting a new sprint shaping. Probably I'll have a sync afternoon with Josh. And also I think Somi needs some help on a new landing page framer research. So let's sync right after the daily sync.
They have a total of 12 team members, out of which 6 work remotely and 6 in the office. Do you always have meetings in English?
저희는 다 영어로 해요. 저희가 그 first employee가 그 루안다에서 오신 분이었었거든요. 그래서 그냥 그때부터 다 영어로 해가지고 그냥 전체 영어로 하고 있습니다. 근데 뭐 한국인들끼리 얘기할 때 한국말로 하고요. 어떤 그런 오피셜한 팀 전체 미팅할 때는 영어로 합니다.
As it is a tech startup, most of the team members are quite young. After the morning meeting, everyone understands their responsibilities for the day. Oh, it's lunchtime. Junghyun is going to have a quick lunch with some of his co-workers. Today they have come to a fusion pasta restaurant. Lunch breaks in Korean offices can last anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. In Korean office culture, it is very common to go to a cafe after eating lunch. As startups have relatively flexible hours, They don't have a fixed lunch break time, and the employees can set the schedules depending on their workload. Operating in an office building dedicated to fostering startups, they have access to perks that typical Korean offices usually don't, like this table tennis table. Their office building is located in a startup hub in Gangnam. It is quite competitive to get an office space in this building, but once you're in, you get access to all the common work areas, conference rooms, pantry areas, the rooftop, and more. So how does Slid work?
네, 슬리드는 그런 유튜브나 온라인 코र्스 그런 비디오 영상 볼 때 쉽게 그런 노테이킹 할 수 있게 도와주는 소프트웨어인데요. 그리고 이제 유튜브 같은 영상 보다가 내가 뭔가 중요한 장면들 기록 같은 거 남기고 싶을 때 쓸 수 있어요. 바로 이렇게 영상 보다가 내가 중요하다 생각하면은 클릭하면 바로 이제 이 화면이 캡처가 돼서 여기 노트 안에 또 들어가고요. 또 보다가 이제 내가 중요하다고 생각하면은 노트 남길 수 있고요. 음성 같은 것들 나오는 거 내가 일일이 타이핑하기 귀찮을 때 트랜스크립션 기능이 있어서 자동으로 이렇게 음성 나오는 게 쫙 타이핑 되면서 나중에 이제 노트에 자동 넣어서 좀 그런 노력, 노테이킹 하는 노력들을 이제 많이 절약할 수 있는 그런 소프트웨어입니다.
With the recent boom in consumer AI programs, Junghyun and his team are also trying to develop new features and tools that can integrate AI technology, which will make note-taking and learning easier and more efficient. Slid has users all across the globe and is available as a browser extension, desktop application, and also mobile application. As the CEO, Junghyun usually is the last person to leave the office. He is always thinking of how to shape the company's future and working on new projects. He also has countless meetings with different team members throughout the day. What is involved in your day-to-day work as a CEO?
주로 이제 회사의 좀 뭐 방향성이라든지 그런 걸 제시하는 역할을 하고, 그리고 제가 프로덕트 매니저 역할도 같이 하고 있어가지고 어떤 서비스 출시할 때 좀 이런 방향성 제시하고 그런 프로젝트들이 잘 실행될 수 있도록 좀 스케줄 관리하고 그런 역할을 하고 있습니다.
Junghyun is now finishing up alone in the office. He tries to finish work by 7:38 p.m. However, since it's a startup, he often stays in the office till 9 to 10 p.m. Workdays are definitely longer for people who work in startups, especially if you're the CEO. Junghyun will go home, have dinner, and maybe work a little bit more. And this was a day in his life as a tech startup CEO in South Korea.